Hello, MaximumRD here, addressing therealAgerbon and all those who watch. Regarding your video, what is the difference between old consoles and new consoles? And without stating the obvious, and I'm going to try not to go off on tangents here as I do sometimes. I'll try to stick to the point since this is a video response. Excuse me. Back in the day, way back in the day, I like the simplicity of gaming consoles. Whether you picked up a Atari 2600, or further on, picked up a 8-bit Nintendo, and then later Sega Genesis, whatever. It was simple. Take your cartridge, or your CD, CD media, whatever the case may be. Pop it in, load it up, play. You're done. Bob's your uncle. That's what I liked. It was the simplicity of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I love today's games. I think, not too long ago, I'm a little bit behind on the games. I'm behind on everything. I'm behind on making videos, so that's why I'm doing this video response. I loaded up for the first time Fallout 3. And I have a pretty good system. I have this is on the PC, by the way. I am going to go back on the topic here, but I loaded up Fallout 3, and as I got out of the vault and looked at my surroundings, looked down at the ground and the fine detail, and even little things like the gravel on the ground, I was just blown away by the graphic quality and the lush realistic environment. That said, I do participate in modern gaming to some extent. But as far as consoles go, old and new consoles, the the thing that I have about modern consoles, that of course referring to the 360, the Wii, and the PS3, of which I own none, by the way. Make that perfectly clear right now. And I have made comments in some other channels and on some other videos that I don't own any of the current gen consoles, and I'm fine with that. Now, in saying that, I'm not saying that if you hand me a PS3, I'm going to take it. Same with the 360, and same with the Wii. Definitely hand me one of those systems with a few titles. I'm definitely going to check it out, have fun with it. Then probably decide what I'm going to do with it. I would imagine I would keep the PS3 for its Blu-ray compatibility. Although I don't own any Blu-rays, and I have no immediate plans to step up to the high-def video standard anytime soon. But again, if you hand me one of these consoles, I'll probably keep them and enjoy them. Some people find it pretty surprising that I don't especially have a 360, and to be online with the 360 or with the PS3. Of course, you have the Sony network or whatever it's called, and the Wii Virtual Console, saying, "Hey, Rob, you're an old school game player. You'll love Virtual Console." Well, yeah, I suppose I would, but basically, as far as the old school games go, I run them all in emulators on my PC, so I don't. I don't. For me, and I'm strapped with cash all the time, so it's a question of, well, do I pick up a 360 and a couple titles maybe, and check out their online network, or do I take that same amount of cash and invest in a classic console that I don't already own, pick up tons of games along with it, most likely, and use this to expand my collection and hopefully provide more videos. So again, that's the thing for me. I liked the simplicity of the original consoles. Pop it in, play, you're ready to go. Today's systems, when I first started hearing about, the Dreamcast was like one of the first to, realistically, now for all you who want to correct me, yes, I know about the X-band modem and the other Sega Channel and other online services prior to the Sega Dreamcast, but I mean, let's face it, those services and online experiences didn't really go far. The Dreamcast was the first system to really make it a viable, fun option for multiplayer gaming, etc. And right about that time I thought, okay, the online thing, that's fine. I didn't use my Dreamcast for any of that. I tried the web browsing for a little while and thought, man, this sucks. Even the low-end, bottom-of-the-line computer was a better web browser than your Dreamcast ever was. So to me, it was more just a novelty. But of course, as the quality, people demanded better graphics, better capabilities, demanded more out of their consoles, and of course, all the big companies wanted to provide what the consumers wanted, and so we've come to the point today where modern consoles are, especially something like the 360 or even the original Xbox, was really close to actually just being a PC, that just without a keyboard, because you had your online capability, you had your network capability, and that's fine too, but at some point, once you started adding the hard drives to modern systems, and then I started hearing every so often about releases on the modern systems that something was wrong with, so you actually had to download a patch. And I was saying, this is getting to be a little bit too much like computers. I mean, when it comes to the point where you're downloading patches, downloadable content, updates, etc., etc., I don't want to be doing that outside of my computer system, okay? So to me, the modern consoles are too PC-like, if you get my meaning, which is great for some, especially the younger generation today that's grown up with basically grown up with or is growing up today with the current generation of consoles. They're plugged right in, they're used to it, it's part of their world. But to someone like me, and again, this is just my own personal opinion, a gaming console is a simple device where you just plug the game in and go. Have fun, save your game, maybe not, shut it off, move on. Your computer, like mine, a nice high-end gaming rig that I built myself, that's where I like to play my modern games. If I need my modern gaming super graphic and surround sound fix, I'll just do that on my PC, and if I want to play multiplayer online, which I really don't have a desire to do, again, I'll do that on the PC. But so yeah, that's just my response for what is the difference of old consoles and new consoles. Simplicity, that's my opinion. I like the simplicity of consoles. That's why I collect the classic ones. The farther you go back, the more simple they were. And in the end, it's all about the gameplay and the fun factor, as most of you already know. You can have the best graphics in the world, multiplayer, online capability, hard drive, etc. It's not going to matter if the game you're playing is crap. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'll leave it at that. This was just obviously a quick spur of the moment, kind of a knee-jerk reflex response.